Therefore, let's discuss the various ways in which women mistreat their male partners.
Without a male partner.
After investigating many different types of relationships between men and women, I have found that virtually all of them involve some form of emotional abuse, if not outright manipulation. Blackmail and emotional manipulation are two of the primary means by which weak men and society influence and enable others to do what they want them to accomplish. These men are submissive and easily appeased by women.
Oh, women!
Strong, self-reliant guys don't engage in this sort of behavior with other men who share these same traits. Don't take it personally, but from the time a guy is a young adult until he is an early adult, he will go through a lot of development to become a strong, independent, and self-reliant man. It's highly unlikely that he'll ever become like that, and he certainly won't be born that way. However, some people do, and that's because of the way our culture and society are structured. People can easily become entangled in them, and their success in life is largely determined by where they fit in with that group.
In my life.
Why people are so steadfast in their beliefs is clear from this. Knowing this is essential because the health, well-being, and strength of a man depend on the interplay of many factors. That's why a man can be doing everything right, from eating well and exercising regularly to saving for the future and maintaining positive relationships with friends and family, and still be struggling in one crucial area. A lady, his ex-wife, an abusive coworker, or even an abusive friend could fall into this category if the person feels trapped in or powerless to change the situation. Many men will struggle to zero in on the source of the issue and stop it from spreading to other areas. In my opinion, it's very much like keeping tabs on a massive electrical system while you make your way through a maze. If there is even a small electrical short anywhere along the cable, the entire system that powers a city will shut down. Just one spark, blown fuse, or other malfunction, and everything is toast.
Toast. Toast.
So I'm here to tell you that a man isn't like a lady or a feminine man, and doesn't interact with the world or other guys the way they do. In contrast, men have unique ways of relating to the outside world and to other guys. They don't try to win others over by playing the victim card or being dishonest. They take a much more direct and succinct approach. If I don't feel like you're being open, fair, and honest with me, I won't conduct business with you. I can't force someone to change, but I can promise you I won't behave that way around you. When interacting with another decent man, a good man recognizes that the other man has boundaries and expectations for how you should treat him, just as a reliable parent wouldn't fool their child. He definitely wouldn't be behaving like that. Only when there is a real exchange of value, such as when you hand me $1 and I hand you a pen or pencil, would they work together. You need that $1 and I need a pencil or pen, so let's trade if we decide to do business together. This is the preferred method of communication among free men because any form of short in the line will bring down the entire system, regardless of how large or powerful it is. Some people I know are trying everything they can to better themselves, yet despite their best efforts, they are not seeing any improvements in their lives.
Some people.
This is especially true in regard to their weight and physical health. I can speak from personal experience on this matter. How then could someone not be overeating, exercising excessively, or managing their stress levels? They are living with someone whose primary mode of social interaction is the manipulation and abuse of other people's feelings.
People need feelings.
Because they value honesty and integrity and get along with people in a free market and free trade, they will eventually become melancholy and ill, despite their healthy eating, regular exercise, and effective stress management. A strong masculine figure, such as a father, is essential. When dealing with a snowflake, extreme leftist, socialist, or social justice fighter, you can tell that you're dealing with an emotional appeal because you're not getting what you want from them.
To discuss social justice?
In other words, they haven't been trained to recognize that their behavior is wrong and counterproductive. Abusive and manipulative persons resort to such tactics because they have nothing of value to offer in a free and fair market.
People are so easily manipulated.
Those who are vulnerable and reliant may resort to such methods, which is understandable. You have a young, healthy person who is eager to take part in a free market yet maintains high standards of ethics and respect for others. Perhaps there is a major distinction between a few of these essential features. They may have been raised by a single mother who was hopeless, resentful, and unable to make the most of her circumstances, or they may be biologically predisposed to act in ways that are far different from those of a robust and healthy man.
I'm a healthy man.
She had no choice but to employ the methods I'm describing, and as a result, she passes them on to her offspring. The lessons a youngster learns shape the way that child acts and thinks about the world. Modern women's major weapon against men is manipulation. They've been using it regularly since they were teenagers, and they certainly won't stop anytime soon.
Teenagers.
As a means to achieve their own goals, they will attempt to use your feelings. They will try to get you to think whatever they want you to believe, buy them gifts, accept that they are seeing other people, relocate closer to their place of employment, and so on. It can never be stopped, and it usually prevails over weaker men.
Much weaker.
Keeping your distance from women who you know would honestly use and manipulate you is best for men because you know they are primarily chasing one thing and will put up with abuse only for the benefit of that one item, which we all know. If you know what a modern woman wants and keep your cool, dating her is not a flex, even if she attempts to seduce you by giving you everything your heart could ever desire. There's a bigger bend to it. You need to keep your cool and stay firm.
Be firm.
Nice guys are weaklings who have never learned to stand up for themselves. The full potential of their intellect has never been explored. All their lives, they've had one desire, but they've been too timid to admit it. They are the most easily used by women despite their modern-day sensitivity. Because of this, males need to control their feelings, stop elevating women, and expose their BS instead.
You have to control your feelings.
They've never used their full mental capacity, want only one thing, and are too timid to ask for it. Modern guys act delicately, but they're the ones most open to women taking advantage of them. Modern women often take advantage of guys by telling them to man up and go mow. So men need to learn to control their feelings and stop treating women like goddesses while also calling them out on the bulls ***t they seem to ignore all the time. For those of you who have watched, I appreciate it. A subscription and a like would be greatly appreciated.